Good morning, everybody. I am going to be repotting my angel trumpet. These are the angel trumpet that I planted in the summertime, propagated from cutting. Basically, this is a store-bought, some kind of plastic food container that I just repurpose. When I took cuttings from the angel trumpet, I just basically stuck it in this soil. I think this is just topsoil that's been reused, so it doesn't have a lot of fertilizer in it. You can see it's been a couple months now. I think I did a video on it and it's uploaded into the channel if you want to go back and check it out, but you can see all the roots are starting to come out over here. So I thought, this is a pretty shallow, I don't know, whatever you call it, potting planting medium for the cutting. I'm going to be transferring them into the pots down below that you see. I put already medium into it. And just going to basically replant these into them and then winterize them inside until springtime. So hopefully they don't die back all the way and survive. So these are just basically, this one is super wet and soggy because I just pulled it out of a pot that I watered. And then these are the soil that I just mixed with old soil, new soil. Also I have jungle potting soil. It's supposed to be really good, fast draining. So I just did a variety and I just mixed them all in there along with some premium pine shaving. The pine shaving really helps to make it so that it doesn't get waterlogged. So I'm just going to go in and basically pull out. Can you see that? Let me make sure you can see the pot that I'm working on. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, so let me scoot everything back this way a little bit. The camera angle is all off. Okay, can you see that? Yes. So basically I'm just going to go in. It's so cold outside. And it's hard to work with the big coat on because your arms and everything will get dirty. So that's why I'm wearing a vest, but it's pretty chilly. So you can see all the roots that comes out of here. The whole pot actually came out. Can you see that? And then all the roots underneath. Looks pretty healthy. Angel trumpet is really easy to propagate, so you can do it by water. You stick it in the water and change it every once in a while. I like to do it in soil because when you transplant it, the root is not so fragile as if you had put it in water. The root is really fragile when you put it in water, so that's why I do it in soil. And then I kind of break it apart like that. You can see this one has all these roots. And all I'm going to do is basically get a pot. This one is really mushy. And then just stick it in there. And then you have a brand new plant. This one's enough room that I'm going to put another one in here. I'm running out of room in my shed for all the plants. So I'm just going to double things up. There's two in here. This one's a baby one with smaller roots. This one has more of the bigger roots. So, beautiful looking new plant right there. Gonna dig my hand in there. Put it into the pot. Give it some soil. Now you have two plants for your garden in the springtime. So that's basically what I'll be doing. This small little tiny one has potential. So we're gonna pot it up. This one over here, same thing. So I've got quite a few success on them. I mean, you can see all the roots over there that it's on. So just gonna plant it. Just kind of put it down a little. Here is this bigger stick that got some roots, some actions going on. This one seems a little bit big for that, so I'm gonna just use a different pot. Just put it in there. Put in another one. Ooh. That one I might have to add a little bit more soil, you can see. Or I might just put the pine shaving over top of it. Just kind of like as another layer. Sorry, it's so cold out here. My eyes are watering. There's another nice one right here. Just gonna put it down there. Oh. Now this one, of course, didn't take. It got dried up and basically didn't do anything. This is the devil's trumpet, the purple variety that I showed you. But luckily, I have another one that took. Can you see this one? So this is the devil's trumpet. This is the purple and white one. These ones are the angel trumpet. They are the salmon pink slash looking one. So I'm just gonna plant this in with the angel. You got your yin and your yang over here. And here's another one that didn't take. It looks like it's rotting out. So some mediums work good with some not with other. But it looks like it's still viable. You can see how it's still green right there. Can you see that? So I'm going to try to just stick it in to the potting soil and see if it will still take. That's all I do with them. Here's this one. They're not as picky as roses and stuff are, so the angel trumpet is a lot easier to propagate. Those are the guinea fowls. They're going crazy somewhere. Look at this one. This one's root bound. Isn't that crazy, all those roots? All right. Let's put that over there. I've got a couple more, but I'm running out of room. Here's a tiny one. So see, it doesn't matter the cutting you take, they root very easily. So this one you can see is a lot smaller than, let's say, this one. So they will take and they will grow for you. I'm just gonna cram a bin here. I'm running out of space and pots and soil. And soil is getting to be so expensive these days. Apparently everybody wants to garden during COVID, and now everything, all the prices have jacked up. Which is okay. That's good for the company, but when you want to plant and grow, it's kind of a bummer. All right. So those are my pots. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cuttings from that I can use for springtime. And this soil that I have here, I can always just throw it on top. But I kind of like to just filter it out. And because it's inert, meaning it doesn't really have any kind of nutrients in it, I like to reuse it. Here's a little burning bush that I was trying to propagate. I know depending on the zone and the area you are in, some species burning bush can be invasive, so some states have banned it. I only have one burning bush and it hasn't produced anything for me, so I took a little cutting of it and I just stuck it in the soil, and you can see here all the roots. So I think I'm just gonna stick it in a pot somewhere. Just make a little hole for it in one of these pots and then see how it takes. And then use it again. So this is me reusing my soil because I am, I guess, too cheap to keep on buying new soil. But if you, I guess, plant as much as I do, or want to, it's kind of hard to spend all that money. So I reuse it, recompost it, put all the good stuff back in there, and then just reuse it. And that is it, you guys. Pretty simple. Now I have a whole bunch of new plants that it's gonna grow over the winter time in the shed, and then in the springtime, when I start on my Zen garden, I am going to have more plants for the garden. All right, everybody, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.